And we are back in Ohio today. So we are going to take this field right here that we do not own, and we're gonna own it. Yeah, field 24 right here. There are a couple little spots, however, like well, this for example, and we got some trees right here under the map that we need to get rid of, and then we will kind of bring all this up. We've also got this, which I don't actually know if I can delete that or not, but it's not going to stop us from trying. And I guess we should probably try to delete this stuff first, because if it doesn't go anywhere, then, well, we're kind of out of luck. Huh. Well, that didn't work. With the trees, they work. However, that piece in the ground looks like it's going to be causing me a little bit of trouble. So I think I may have a way to take care of this issue. What I've done is I've downloaded the Map Objects Hider mod. Now this is from Mobile, I think, and it is unfortunately PC and Mac only because it's via third-party sites. But I think all I have to do is go to this thing and just press a little button that says, please go away. Let's see. Are you sure you wanted a basic desk? Yeah! Sweet! And I'm just gonna run around the edge of the map real quick just to make sure there's nothing else. Or say the edge of the map, the edge of the field. Just to make sure there's nothing else that's gonna be in my way, because we's about to harvest. I guess I should probably buy this field too, huh? There we go. So the idea is going to be to take both of these big fields and, well, plow them together and make them work as one. That is my end goal, which I'm hoping will work perfectly fine, a-okay. We're also gonna go a little fast farmy with it, and I think I need to do 2 headlands because we're still using a smaller, I think it's a 12-meter header, something like that. We do need to upgrade the headers at some point because, well, that happens on everything, so that's not really a field issue as much as it is a DjGoHam issue. Unfortunately, this field is wheat. It is not any type of oil crop, so we won't be getting any canola oil or any sunflower oil off of this, which is kind of sad. But I will say this, I would love to maybe put down some olives and do olive oil. I haven't done that yet, and I actually have like the olive oil for Farming Simulator from the press pack still. I use it every once in a while for cooking. Does olive oil go bad? I've had that for like a year and a half now. Upcoming is the area that is kind of interesting, and we'll be able to harvest straight through it eventually once we plow all of this up. Also, I've been made aware that most all of that, the stuff down in there will disappear as soon as we go over with a direct drill or something like that. It is a really cool feature and a really cool option on here. Yeah, we're just not going to utilize it. Oh, and we are plowing both these big fields together. Make no mistake about that. We're making a big field today. And I think we may be wrapping up things as well. I would love to jump over to Edgewater, Saskatchewan and have a little bit of fun on that map. So we may call it quits on here at about 20 episodes, maybe something like that. I know we're on 15 right now. So I think it might be fun to kind of jump over and try something a little bit new, something a little bit different on a new, different map that we haven't played on yet. And we got the last bit of our headland right here. I've already hit the part in front of us as well. There was no point to just leave that. So we hit that, it's over with and done. And there you go. We've hit quite a bit of this. We're at 69% full over here. We'll go ahead and fill this up so we can get our wheat flour business. Yeah, wheat flour business already back up and running again. Nice. And now with the worker hired, let's go ahead and pick up all this straw. That way we could sell that. Probably not going to make a lot of money. Let's be fair with ourselves. Now that our workers are virtually on their own, let's go ahead and find ourselves a plow right here. This one will work perfectly fine. And we're going to go ahead and plow up some of that area. We're not going to level it out or anything like that just yet, but it would be nice to kind of give it a nice little plow up. Actually, I'm looking at it now going, yeah, really should level it out first. Maybe doing it in this order was a bad idea. Well, that's okay, because I could still hit a few of these areas. For example, this one right here, the one along the front ditch. We will drop it down. We will turn on create fields and plow straight through. Line up the edges. There you go. Nice and easy. And the next thing we can do is go straight up the middle with it. Another area we're gonna have to be mindful of is this area between the two fields. here. I'm not quite sure how I want to do this. Maybe we'll just go at a straight up angle. This tree is definitely going to be in the way. Can we do it? Yes, please. Too easy. Let's see if we can actually hit this and make it right. I'm not quite sure if we're going to be able to do this exactly the way I want to. It may go just a little bit farther up than I want it to. Hey, you know what? Actually doing a little whoosh right there. That makes sense. So the rest of it's really going to come down to these areas up here in front of us. We've got areas that I think need to be brought up and then leveled. So that may take a little bit more effort and time than just simply going through with a plow will do. For example, here's one area that I'm not quite sure how we're going to do, because this is actually lined up perfectly with the ditch on the side. So we may have to save the game real quick and have a... Well, this may get interesting. You guys want to hang with me? Let's see what we can do here. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is try and level it. So we're going to try and go absolutely straight up over with it across, just like so. We'll even bring up these areas to the side up a little bit. For the rest of this, I'm not sure we need to completely flatten it out, but it would be nice to kind of, you know, straighten it up. Like so. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. Next, we'll definitely need to bring the soften tool in here, because this is gonna bring all the extra edges, all the little bits right in together with each other. We'll start with something a little bit smaller like this. That way it just kind of, you know, flattens it out, makes it nice and pretty. And then we'll use a larger one to go through and really hit the whole area. Like this. Perfect. Yes. The only thing with this, though, is that now the ditch really isn't a thing, at least going through this area. So one thing I am going to do, I believe, is I'm going to go into maybe planting, painting, and maybe paint some extra grass through here. Try to, anyway. And then we'll do like this, at least so it seems like it's right. Yeah. That's going to be a bump for sure. And then try and plow this. And, you know, this may turn out to be perfect. This may not work great at all. But it seems okay. Yeah. That's pretty smooth, actually. Not bad. Yes, sir. Okie dokie. So this is one more area done. Uh-oh. We got a full grain tank. That's my bad. All better. We're good. And I totally have crop destruction turned on. Yep. You can tell it's definitely turned on. Faux show. While we're at it, let's just go ahead and dump this. It's not gonna be a whole bunch. There we go. Bring it around through there and right into the grain mill. Yes, sir. I don't actually know what we've got in the grain mill right now. Oh, it was laggy. So in the grain mill, we didn't have any wheat whatsoever. So what we just put in is what we've got. Something tells me I may have deleted too much. There are some fences that used to be back there that are not there anymore. Oh boy. Okay, so those fences are still there. Something tells me I accidentally deleted something I should not have. Oh yeah, and there used to be some things in front of us right there as well that are not there anymore. That may be useful for a future setup. And why am I losing so much FPS through here? What have I done? And lastly, at least with this nice harvest, oh, there are buildings that have disappeared. I told you I thought I deleted something wrong. Oh boy. Will this still open? Please tell me. Yes, it does. Okay. That's terrifying. Now I'm trying to figure out why the wooden piece in the middle of a field was linked to a bunch of sheds. That doesn't make any sense. And oddly enough, the ones on this farm are totally fine. I don't get it. One thing I do need to get, though, is to work. Let's go in here. Let's go ahead and get our level going. Actually, I'm going to go as far out with this as it will let me go. So a lot of this, I'm not exactly sure how level we want to make this, but I think making it like a similar height with itself might be a good place to at least start. Oh boy, we're getting into the area that I've already plowed up. Cool. And yeah, think like this. I'm not a not a pro at this by any means, but I would say this is okay. Yeah, we made a bit of a mess, but we've definitely done all right. So now all we got to do is go in and soften. And again, we probably want to go with the smaller soften setup option first, and then go through nice and easy and take our time with a larger one. And this is definitely taking longer than I thought it was going to. I've gone to the square. It seems the square goes a little bit faster maybe, but I'm trying to go like back and forth. This seems to be doing a little bit better job of cohesively bringing all of these areas together and to make them a little bit more, well, smooth. It's taking longer than I want to, but as long as it works, because those workers are going to hit some spots and be like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like working. All right. I think I have hit all of the areas that are going to be possible problem spots. So let's plow it up and see how this goes. We'll hit at least around a little, I don't know, outside area right here, just like that. Nice, nice. So this was the area that was going to be pretty hard to end, but this seems to be going okay, which makes me happy. One thing I'm doing is just trying to see if there's any weird off, like bouncing around or anything between the tractor and the plow, but everything seems to be going pretty well so far. We do need to plow all of this up. Oop, missed spot. But I think we'll be good after that. And here it is. This is the field that we have created. Went ahead and did a full plow texture, and some of these bits will disappear as soon as we get in there with a direct drill, but not a bad field setup, dude. It's, let's see, 1.1 and 700, so it's maybe around the same land area total as the other large field over there. It's not bad though. Pretty good. So now we get to seed and fertilize, which I am very, very excited about. I think to do this first one, we're just going to do canola. I think that makes the most sense. We'll go ahead and swap this over to canola. We'll jump in our tractor right here, the T7, and get some fertilizing done. And just like that, all three of these fields, or the two big ones anyway, are all set up, ready to go. Nice. So now we need to get ourselves through the winter. Oh, I'm running way too fast. We need to get ourselves through the winter, and one of that bits means making sure that we're able to take care of the cows. I don't know how much milk they've got over here. Probably not a lot, seeing that I hit them up this morning. Yeah, 2,500 liters. That's not much. Manure's still going up. We've got a 4 million liter capacity, up to 567,000 right now. We might BGA that, and we may just take it all and sell it the last day. Not quite sure. Sup, dude? What are you doing out here? How'd you get? I think it's this truck. Something about this truck is dropping my frame rate every time I jump out of it. It's like joop 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 joop. Oh man. Yeah, I don't think that cow's supposed to be out there. So now what we're going to do is fast forward time. I found that fast forwarding at about 500 speed works best for me, but you do have to be very careful about it. So we will fast forward through 500 times speed until tomorrow in game, and we will see you in December. The morning has arrived, and we are still going through getting all this milk. We need to take this over to the milk sell point and get it taken care of. I'm going to go through it at about 11 a.m. in game. That should take us right to a good spot. And there we go. So overnight, we got 31,250 liters of milk. For some reason, I feel like we should have gotten a lot more than that, but not bad. Also, it looks like one of the buildings over here has made its way to disappearing, so that's cool. Cattle are still doing fine. Plenty of straw, slurries there, and plenty of TMR. And it is up here that I would like to find out what's going on. So we got 20,000 liters of canola oil. Very nice. We've got, see, 20,000 liters of bread in there. And then over here, we've got 54,000 and none. Cool. Perfect time to go ahead and drop that there. How many bits of bread do we have over here? 8,000? Not bad, but we will wait until we get through at least winter time to get all that taken care of. And here we are in January now. We've got another 30,000 liters of milk, which, you know, hopefully become more for some reason. It's not making as much as I thought it was, but we're okay. We've also got basically everything we could possibly want and need. So I think at this point, it may be time to go ahead and bump up production. So the grain mill is only at level 2, which we don't really need to bump it up much. However, the bakeries could really stand to, to get bumped up a little bit. And so could the oil mill. All right, so here's what I think I'm gonna do. Let's get in here and at least bump the other bakery up to the same level. This one's got a bunch of flour in there. We could definitely use a lot more flour on this one as well. Should get us good, so we will go 1. Oh, that's the farm dairy. We don't need to do anything with that. Bakery, bakery, bakery. There we go. And our oil mill, it would be nice to kind of bump this up as well. I don't know how much money I got left. All right, 930 grand. We're okay. We'll go ahead and take that oil mill up to level 8 as well. Should boost our productions through there. As far as our grain mill goes, it's giving us more than we can handle anyway, so I think we're okay. All right, so I may have spent more money than I had common sense. We're down to $163. But you know what? I wanted to upgrade everything. So now we've got level 10 bakeries, both of them, as well as a level 10 oil mill. Well, I didn't have any money to do anything else. That's why I didn't do anything else. Let's fast forward another day in game. Well, thanks to milk sales, we got another $131,000. And it looks like all of these are rocketed rolling, doing very, very well. More bread should drop down here momentarily. Yep, there it goes. And of course over here it is doing the exact same thing as well. So I'm a little bit confused. We got 6 dropping over there. Maybe I just have this a little bit too far out. There we go. And then this seems to be just about done. Oh, there's more. Glad I backed up a little bit. I decided instead of running 500 times to just hit the button and let it go. Ooh, canola oil, 36,000 liters. Just drop it 3 at a time. I should have definitely went 500 times speed. That's gonna take a while. Well, let's go ahead and run milk while we're at it. Well, we're back in March now. Things are still rocking and rolling, doing pretty well. Everything's good except for the oil mill, which just can't drop down enough. Maybe if I move that over just a little bit more. We are really filling up now on oil over there. Bread is doing good as well. We got like 91,000 liters in there. We've got another, 71,000 liters there. We're still popping out flour, even though I think we could probably go a little bit quicker with that. We got 54,000 liters in there. I did delete that one out, so none there. Still going at 500 times speed because that seems to be about as fast as we could go without completely ruining everything. So there you go. Also, the oil mill has stopped because the canola oil can't physically exit fast enough. And lastly, we have made our way into April. No more fast forwarding for us because we got some harvesting to do, but well, we're not going to do that right now. So situation report. We are up to now 810,000 liters of manure, which is just wild and crazy. And we've also got a lot going on over here as well. So we've got still the canola oil is just dropping. There we go. There's that. We've still got another 9,000 liters in there. So not bad. And the canola is completely gone as well. Over here, we got 157,000 liters. That should be fun. Bread in here. It's still going. We should have another one pop out shortly. We got 90,000 liters there, plus 110,000 liters here. We got 75,000 liters of flour, so we could go ahead and take this and drop it off at this guy, because they've only got 150,000 liters, where over here we've got 298. As you can tell, we got a lot going on. There's so much to do. I think first we'll probably do this, because I think that is all the canola oil. Yeah. And I still haven't figured out why in the world it is just like really wild and crazy when I get up to the TLX. You know what? I'm going to pause the game and exit out and come back and see if that helps it. Yep, that worked. Don't know what was going on, but, well, it's fixed now. So we've got 2 different setups right here. Also, the fence is back. Uh-oh. Does that also mean what I think it means? If the fence is back, okay, those buildings are back. But that would also mean that the thing under the map is back here? And that is also accurate as well. Although, you can tell I have, well, made the, yeah, it's much higher than it used to be. Workers are going to be pissed off about that still, though. So let's make some money. How about that? We're going to first start with our canola. So we will grab the canola right here. We've got, jeez, 160 1,000 liters. Of course we do. Man, oh man. Put it on, strap it down, make sure it's good. And while we're gone, we may as well go ahead and turn on the sunflower as well, because that's, we got a 400 and plenty indeed. Let's go ahead and select that. Well, we don't have to go very far at all because we're heading to Ohio Core. Yay! I think we can make the money from like this. Nope, that didn't work. All right, so discharge is on the right-hand side. There we go. Money's going up, 166,000 liters of it, and it's $6,000 per liter. 1,000 liters. We're gonna make too much money, aren't we? While that's going on, I'm going to do bread next. Now, bread's gonna be a little bit easier because we don't have to go very far. All we gotta do is throw it over the side over here. And that's to sell everything. Yay! And just, okay, nope. All right, doesn't wanna, guess I'm holding it. So we did make exactly 1,100,000 or 1,001,000, sorry, off of the canola oil, which is insane. We're over 2 mil already, and we've only sold 2 products. And when it's all said and done with the bread, we are at $1.1 million for that. So we have made a decent chunk of change. We're at 2.5 a milli. We have more than doubled the amount of money that we had before we spent it willy-nilly. Oh boy, that's so much money, dude. And so now everything is reset, set back up, ready to go. We do have, just a couple fields to harvest and things to do. So that's going to be all done in the next episode. So, tune in then. We got a lot of harvesting to go. Whole lot of canola. Get out of here, birds.